Staying in 2024 politics, candidates running for office this year have less than 8 months to make an impression on voters, and candidates up and down the ballot on both sides of the aisle are campaigning on issues that Americans care about and also some that are non-issues. You're going to hear a lot of noise between now and Election Day, and on Velshi, we want to set the record straight on many of them. And this week, we're going to start with the topic of crime. If you happen to flip to Fox News at any time of the day, odds are the hosts and the commentators are going to be talking about the supposed rampant crime in Joe Biden's America.
The crime issue is really serious.
It's never been more clear in America that we are in a crime crisis.
We've been documenting the retail theft across America now for 3 years. It's rampant.
The problem that's driving these retailers out of these states and cities is crime, which is rampant.
It's the crime, stupid. It's the crime, stupid. It's the crime, stupid.
Luckily, you chose this program today. For fact's sake, the real story on crime is quite different. Crime is actually down nationwide, and it's continuing to drop. A new report from the FBI shows that there was a 13% decline in murder from 2023 to 2022, a 60% decline in reported violent crime and a 4% decline in reported property crime. Even retail theft that you just heard mentioned, shoplifting, which folks on the right love to drum up fear about, is also down. There isn't a specific category in the FBI's report for retail crime. It falls under the category of robbery, burglary, and larceny, and the report shows that nationwide larceny theft decreased, robberies decreased, as did the national average of burglary. Lately, Donald Trump and many Republicans have focused their fear-mongering on crime they say is committed by migrants who've come to this country in search of a better life. Trump recklessly throws violent, racist rhetoric around at his rallies about what he calls Biden migrant crime, trying to scare Americans into thinking that there's a deadly threat exclusively from people who are not born in America. A study out of Stanford University published last year found that since the 1960s, immigrants are 60% less likely to be incarcerated than U.S.-born men. Researchers at the conservative or the libertarian Cato Institute investigated the same issue in Texas and found a similar result. It found, quote, the illegal immigrant criminal conviction rate was 45% below that of native-born Americans in Texas. The legal immigrant criminal conviction rate was 62% below that of native-born Americans. This is not to say that some communities across the country are not experiencing real and dangerous crimes. It also doesn't mean that we should turn away efforts to reduce crime. In fact, experts say the biggest factor behind the drop in crime may be the anti-crime initiatives that are implemented by local governments. It is worth noting that the drop in crime does not appear to translate to most Americans. A Gallup poll found that 77% of Americans believe crime rates are worsening, despite the opposite being true. Comes down to perception versus reality. And reality can be easily blurred when Americans are being fed a deceptive narrative by right-wing lawmakers, candidates, and media personalities. Experts say people often confuse disorder with crime. And there's no doubt that there's been disorder in this country in recent years. The reality is, according to the FBI, crime spiked in 2020 under President Donald Trump, an agent of disorder. But the right's not going to tell you that.